first we're going to get started with the top of the cloak, and we're going to start on the inside here, curving this line around, down, and then over towards the left. We're going to start back on this line in the center now, and we're going to replicate that, curving this around, down and out, ending that at roughly the same height. Let's continue to stretch that around and in towards the center. So we're going to curve this through, down, and through towards the bottom. Then we're going to flip over on the right hand side, replicating that, bringing this around, in, and then down, connecting that in the center. Let's thicken this up now. So on the left hand side, we're going to curve this line around and down, just coloring that in black to add our little shadow there. And then we're going to do the same on the right, curving this around, over and down, again coloring that in black. Now let's draw in Scream's face. So we're going to come over around where the eye is, and we're going to curve this line around and through. We're going to line this up at the same height on the right hand side and replicate that. Let's close off the top of the head. On the left hand side, we're going to arch this line around and in towards the center, leaving a gap in the top. And then we're going to start back on our center line here, continuing this as we come all the way around and then down on the right. Let's come down on the left. We're going to curve this line down towards the bottom. We're going to come across on the right hand side, replicating that. And again, just ending that at roughly the same height. Now let's close it off. So on the bottom, drawing in a nice big arch line from left to right, connecting that together. Let's come up and draw in the eyes. So starting in the center on a diagonal, we're going to curve this line out, around, bringing that back down and in. And then we're going to flip over on the right hand side, lining that up at the same height. So we're going to curve this around, down, back around, and then in. And then we're just going to color in the eyes black. Now let's move above the eyes. We're going to draw in a frown line. So we're going to curve this around and down towards the center. Again, lining that up at the same height. On the right hand side, we're going to curve this around and through. Start in the middle for the nose. We're going to curve this around and up towards the top. Starting back in the center, arching this line around, and then back in towards the middle. Let's color the nose in black. Let's move down now for the mouth. We're going to start right in the center, curving this around, down, and in towards the middle. Let's come back in on the top, curving this line around, down, back in, blending that together. And then again, we're just going to color in the mouth black. Let's move underneath. We're going to draw in the back portion of the cloak on the inside. So we're going to curve this around, over, and then down towards the bottom. And then we're going to flip across on the right and just replicate that, bringing this out, over, and down. And then we're just going to color in this portion black behind the head and inside the cloak. Let's draw on the rest of the cloak. So let's move up now, right in the center. We're gonna kind of draw in a little peak here. So we're gonna curve this around and down on a diagonal. And then starting from the peak back on the top, we're gonna curve this out on a diagonal and then back down, ending it at roughly the same height. Now from here, we're gonna continue to curve this down. We're gonna curve this in slightly, bringing this back over and out, just following the arch of the face. Let's continue to bring this in. So starting back on this line, curving this, bringing this around, down, and through. Replicate that on the right. Let's move across again. We're gonna arch this line around, back in. Moving down again, curving this around and through. Let's add in some detailed lines. On the left-hand side, we're gonna curve this line around and then down towards the center, lining this up at the same height on the right-hand side and just drawing it at roughly the same size. Let's close this off. On the bottom, on the left-hand side, we're gonna curve this out. We're gonna do the same thing on the right. Now from here, on the side, bringing this line all the way around and through towards the center. And then we're gonna start on the right-hand side, replicating that, curving this around and through, bringing this all the way in towards the middle. And that is it. That's how you draw Scream. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.